Good morning, children. Now here let us continue lesson number 3, the Delhi Sultans. So before this, let us recall what we have learned earlier in our class. So we have learned about the importance of Delhi, that how it became important capital city, and we have learnt about the dynasties and important cities like Delhi Kuna, Siri, Janapana, and then we have learnt about here the importance of commercial center, okay, and then how the merchants they have constructed or built many temples, about the coins, and then about the authors, how they have written the accounts of the rulers, etc. So now in this lesson, that means the Delhi Sultans, the next topic which are going to learn, that is about from garrison town to empire. Now what do you mean by here town to empire, children? That means occupation, that means here expansion. First here capturing, seizing small towns to large empire. That we are going to learn under the expansion of the Delhi Sultanate. So here from 13th century, so the Delhi behind it went controlling the cities with the help of here garrison towns. That means with the help of soldiers they tried to capture hinterlands with the help of soldiers, and here they completely depended upon trade, tribute, and sometimes they used to plunder goods and services. That means children here first the Delhi Sultans they tried to capture hinterlands, that is the lands adjacent to a city with supply goods and services, and then with the help of soldiers here where they settled, that is here a fortified settlement with soldiers. So first they try to capture cities. I will show you in textbook, children. You can see here figure number map. Here map number 2, major cities captured by Samsuddin Iltutmish. You can see all these cities which were captured by Samsuddin. So this is what you call here, children, as hinterland. That means capturing small cities. Then slowly we are seeing that capturing the large territories. Okay, children, here. Then after capturing such garrison towns and hinterlands, it was very difficult for the rulers. It was extremely difficult for the Delhi rulers to look after the administration, like the places Bengal and Sindh which were extremely far away from Delhi, and to look their administration it was difficult. Sometimes due to war, rebellion, or fragile snap communication, or due to bad weather conditions, etc. And moreover, the Delhi authorities were also challenged by Mongols, okay, invasion from Afghanistan. They were very powerful. So sometimes even they used to attack. And moreover, the governors also they used to take the weakness of the weak rulers or the sultans, and they used to rebel at any time. So, but even then the Sultanate challenged all these and survived. So much expansion occurred under the regions of Ghiyasuddin Balban, Alauddin Khalji, and Muhammad Tughlaq. So that we call it as expansion of the Delhi Sultanate. So these rulers challenged Mongols, other governors, etc. and survived. An expansion from north to the subcontinent occurred during the regions of these 3 dynasties. So here after capturing these hinterlands, then as it was difficult also to look after their administration, so let us see here first how their expansion took place. Now first here let us take here internal frontier. What do you mean by here internal frontier? Children, here first they tried to capture all the cities which are very adjacent to them. So here with a set of campaigns they tried to clear the forested areas like Ganga and Yamuna Doab. There they cleared the forest and expelled the hunter-gatherers and pastoralist people from there, and that land was given to the peasants. And the peasants here, they practiced here agriculture. So the Delhi Sultans, they encouraged here agriculture, and where they captured these lands, there they constructed new fortresses, towns were established, new trade was established, and to promote regional trade, so these lands were captured from pastoralist people and hunter-gatherers. So this we call it as internal frontier. First, they tried to occupy all the places or the cities or hinterlands which were very near to them. This is called as internal first expansion. Then, when it comes here about the second expansion, we can call it as external frontier. Then here, external frontier took place generally under here Alauddin Khalji and Muhammad Tughlaq. So their armies, with the help of military expedition, they tried to capture many cities in the southern India. They marched towards the south part of India and captured horses, then elephants, precious metals, etc. And at the end of the Muhammad Tughlaq region, after 150 years, many Sultanate armies, they marched towards the large parts of the subcontinent and defeated the rival armies and seized cities. After that, there they started collecting taxes or revenue from the peasants and released. That means here they dispensed here justice to the people. So here where they captured all these places internally and externally. So these all places we call it as expansion of the Delhi Sultanate, internally and externally. So wherever they capture these places, now there they started here encouraging agriculture and collecting taxes from the peasants and giving justice to the people. And here as these rulers captured much of the places from north to the south, so wherever they capture their places, there they have constructed many mosques, so which we call it as masjid. Now this is a place where the people, they collectively prayer is done by the people, which we call them as namaz. That means the readings, prayer we call them as namaz. So as here it shows that as they are protector of each other, the community, the believers of each other. So here the rulers constructed many here minarets, tombs, masjid, etc. So here page number 36 you can see children here. Now Quwait Islam mosque and minaret which was constructed by here Iltutmish, Alauddin Khalji, Qutbuddin Aibak and Iltutmish. Next you can see figure number 3 children here. Begumpuri Mosque which was built under the Muhammad Tughlaq. Yes. Next here you can see figure number 4 Maut Ki Masjid here that you can see under the Sikandar Lodi, and figure number 5 Mosque of Jamali and Kamali. So these are the reasons what we are seeing that how these rulers constructed many tombs, minarets, etc. as they were very much interested in art and architecture, and more they gave importance for monuments and structures. Now these children here page number 35 you can see here that Delhi which is in the north, and you can see here up to the south children here Tanjavur which is located here. Earlier in second lesson we have learned about Tanjavur. You can see the expansion, the pink color arrow marks shows here expansion of the territories which was here during the Delhi Sultanate took place. This is called as here expansion. So children, this is all about what we have learnt about the Delhi Sultanate, the expansion from north to the south by capturing cities and then large empires. So in the next class we are going to learn about administration and consolidation under Khalji and Tughlaq. Read textbook children. Thank you.